Hey, hope you're having a great day. This is how people are introducing themselves onto the YouTube, right? I thought I'll probably do the same because my videos are not watched because they have no interest. They're talking about mental well-being for men. What does that mean? It is time for men to be straightened out. They say connect, active, learn, give, and notice. It seems everybody is waking up to the men's mental well-being suddenly. Why? Because we are all talking about how to keep our brains working for us, because it seems that it is working for an egoistic, self-narcissist ideals, just like as two monks, Franciscan monks, walking down and found that around the bend there was no bridge. So they walked back. They thought they should do something best and beneficial to the society. As they wrote a little placard saying that the end is near, and was holding on and contemplating, meditating, and suddenly a selfish, narcissist, arrogant, stupid idiot like me, driving in a fast supercar, screeching down, slow down, put the window down, and screamed at the two monks saying, "You religious nuts, get a life." And he sped off around the bend, and then all they could hear was a screeching noise and a loud bang. And the little monk said to the chief monk, "You should have at least written the bridge was out." And this is how the men are. They're so blinded by the realities and the psychological drama that has been pumped along. And that's how they've learned to live. And today we are asking people to adopt the 5 concepts, the 5 precepts. Connect, active, learn, give, and notice. Contemplate, meditate. All of this are great when you realize that your mind and your body does not seems to be listening to you, and then suddenly listening to your own noises that you have rung up for such a long time, folks. And it's not going to help. The well-being doesn't come from fixing the outside and driving the supercars and being pumped up, puffed up, and feeling stylish and dressed, and the way you speak. It comes the way you unlearn yourself to be conscious and responsible. The most healthy way of living is being connected to the nature, getting wet in the rain, walking through pollen infested forest, which I did for 2 days, walked for 18 hours each day, and I was stuffed up, eyes completely itchy, which I resist not to touch my eyes, especially in these COVID times. So health and well-being doesn't come from fixing by putting a tablet and a capsule inside of you. You're the greatest chemical factory that you found yourself in. And that said, your great chemical factory should produce chemicals that enhance your well-being, enhance your life, and reduce your chauvinistic, selfish attributes and make you feel humble, not a bumble. And I got stung by bumblebees trying to record and trying to invade their privacy in their space, filming how they hover about to get the nectar from a blossoming flower, and at the same time how their claws and the stings touch the pollen, and they fly from one to the next and to the next monogram of it's called the Millefiori, honey, 1,000 flowers. Honey made out of 1,000 flowers. Just imagine the flavors, the energy, the life, the chemical compound that is rejuvenating instead of you putting down every Friday. It is a Friday, having said all of that. And I'm sure people will be getting indoors, getting drunk from about 5 o'clock or at least from lunchtime these days. It's sort of like shortened the day, isn't it? Working from home, it seems, drinking, working, drinking. Amazing productivity, I suppose. Anyway, having said all of that, for 5 precepts of being well, it's to connect with the people, other people. Do we? Yes, through the internet, through social media. But once you get connected, your ideas doesn't go with mine, my ideas doesn't go with. Eventually, after you get drunk, it's going to stand out against each other's. No, connect the way you connect without taking on an identity of any kind. Call an old friend, it says. An old friend, don't trouble him. Not an old friend as in the age. An old friend that you never wish to talk to for some reason. Connect with these people. Be active. Move your body. Not in a dance floor. The discos are closed because of the COVID. You don't want to go in there and keep rubbing around. Moving means go swimming, go cycling, go walking like I do 70, 80 kilometers a day. Walking, not cycling. I've been walking 70, average 60 kilometers a day. Run, climb. Beware, notice, beware what is taking place. Be present. Tell me. Be in the moment. Tell me, if you're not in the moment, how else would you be? I think I exist. Tell me, is it because you think you exist, or is it because you exist you think? Confusing enough? Get a couple of beers, a couple of tequilas on a Friday night, and you might wake up to realize what is psychological drama against existential reality of life. Life. This is life. This is nonsense that you build up here. Turn your phone off. After I record, I will. I don't depend on it to go anywhere. I don't look for maps on apps. I don't look for apps for maps. I just keep going. Getting lost was the best thing to happen. I fell in a little hole. Why? Took my attention away. Focus away. Discover. Learn something new. Would you? Learn something new and don't promote as your findings. Learn something new and be humble to realize that you don't know anything in life. Reading a book might concretize the scripture and bring you out something called somebody else's idea. You might actually run another psychological, nonsensical, non-existential drama in you on a Friday night, particularly. So when you come to read a book, read something that enrich you, enhance you, dissolve you into something, a new possibility. Too many words? Drop the words that doesn't fit you, fit your logic. Remind yourself that you move from solace to solution, especially when you are a divine folks. You ought to move from, at least on a Friday evening, you ought to move from divine to wine. At least relax, enjoy. Invest less in your misery, more in your magical life that you are, an exuberance of life. So, learn something practical. Well, what have you been learning? Everything you learn to undo it, because before it gets stuck into a rigid form. Being hard is good, but being hard for too long might get you into a stressful situation, which is not in the men's most strongest point. And it says, offer, do something for somebody. Do something for somebody else. Yes. Be a giver, not a taker. I means illness, folks. We means wellness becomes a norm. Enjoy the weekend. It is raining, but it's no excuse for you to get stuck in under the duvet. Wake up early. Learn to live and experience without driving the limited psychological drama in your head. In this body, you can live and experience. In this head, you can limit yourself to something you know, something you don't know. You conclude and you become confused. It is best to be confused than to conclude. By confusion, you might dig in deeper to know better and to know more. By knowing more, seeking a new possibility will arise. By arising with a new possibility, endless explorations to this life, to the fullest, may be of a dimensionless possibility. A profoundness can descend in front of you.